めちゃくちゃクソうめえ。調味法は普通、食材だって変わんねえ。なのになんでこんなに味が不んだ。クソうめえ。
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Vinsmoke D Sanji, but today you can call me the motherfucking math magician. Today, I am going to prove to you geometrically that you only need 3 of the 4 Road Poneglyphs to find Laughtail, the final elusive island in the Grand Line. There will be spoilers, so get on out of here if you don't want to be spoiled. If you're all caught up on One Piece, you know that Laughtail is the final island, and that the only people to have visited this island in the past 800 years is Gold D. Roger and his pirate crew. You also know that 4 Road Poneglyphs are needed to get there. Inuarashi lets us know that each red poneglyph has the coordinates of a location in the One Piece world transcribed on it. And at the intersection of these 4 points, Laughtail is located. X marks the motherfucking spot. That's some real pirate shit. You get all 4 coordinates, you're on your way to find Gold D. Roger's treasure. But what if I told you you don't actually need all 4 of these poneglyphs? If you consider the information that we've been given as factual and correct, these 4 points could be connected as a 4-sided figure with an X in the middle. But what would happen if you took away one of these coordinates? If you still draw straight lines between the coordinates that you have, there are 4 possible triangles. And in all of these examples, the intersection where Laughtail would be still lies along one of these lines. But you can't be certain which line the intersection would be at. Hypothetically speaking, though, you should be able to just sail on these lines and eventually find Laughtail. Is it efficient? Absolutely not. But let me tell you why somebody would be willing to look for the island this way. 2 of the Road Poneglyphs are essentially lost to the world. One of them is located on Zou, a mythical moving elephant that travels the Grand Line, and is heavily guarded in the sacred whale tree by the mink tribe. Other than the minks that actually live there, the majority of the outside world has absolutely no clue that the Road Poneglyph is in Zou. The second Road Poneglyph that's missing, we as the readers have actually no idea where it is. There are quite a few theories on where it might be. Maybe it's in Elbaf, maybe it's hidden by Shanks, maybe it's hidden by the Whitebeard remnants and Shinx. What we do know is that this final Road Poneglyph was at Fishman Island when Gold D. Roger visited, but it's long gone by the time the Straw Hat Pirates arrive. If you only have 1 Road Poneglyph, you have a search radius, but you have no clue what angle to take and what radius to look at, making Laughtail significantly harder to find. But you have no clue what angle to take, and you have no clue how far to look along the radius, so Laughtail is essentially impossible to find. With 2 Road Poneglyphs, you might get lucky. Maybe the 2 poneglyphs that you find connect the 1 line that the poneglyph exists on. Of the 6 possible lines that can be drawn, only 2 could connect across Laughtail. Put into a percentage, you only have a 33.3 repeating % chance of it being the correct line, or 1 out of 3, leaving room for uncertainty. But with 3 poneglyphs, it goes from being a 1 in 3 chance of being the correct line to a 1 in 3 chance of definitely being right. You sail along one of these lines, you'll definitely get there eventually. The biggest obstacle with this number is the elevation that the coordinates are revealed at. When I was starting to put this theory together, I assumed that each coordinate would exist at sea level, and that they could be connected on a flat ocean surface. But then I remembered 3 things. Sky Islands exist, so coordinates should be able to exist in the sky too. They have sky oceans. Undersea islands exist as well, so coordinates should be able to exist undersea. And the third thing I remembered, the Earth isn't fucking flat. Even if all of these points existed on the ocean surface, in a true 3D model, the intersection of these points could very well be beneath the ocean surface. For all we know, Laughtail could be at the actual center of the Earth. And let me tell you why that might actually be possible. In addition to there being 4 road poneglyphs, there are 4 main seas in the One Piece world. What if the coordinates of the 4 road poneglyphs existed in one of each of the north, south, east, and west blues? And what if they were at the center of each of these oceans? Here we have a 3D model of the One Piece planet. Each ocean takes up a little less than 25% of the globe, excluding the Red Line, Grand Line, Calm Belt, and Reverse Mountain, of course. If the coordinates were placed at the Earth's axes and intersected through the Earth, they could connect at the dead center. But wouldn't there be lava there? How could an island possibly exist in such a hostile environment? But here's the catch. The core is ferromagnetic, and magnetism is actually one of the most critical factors in One Piece. In fact, it's determined the course of the entire series. Navigators travel to and from islands using log poses, which capture the magnetic field of an island. We've traveled from island to island to island to island, deep, 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 by taking advantage of magnetism. The Straw Hats may have never even learned Sky Islands existed if not for the log pose catching the magnetic field of the Skypiea. The magnetic fields in the second half of the Grand Line become so erratic that you need a special log pose to differentiate between the 3 islands that you lock onto. And even then, when you get to Lodestar, the final island in the Grand Line, the log pose goes so face down ass up that you no longer have any idea where to go. What if the log pose is thrown off by the overwhelming strength of the Earth's magnetic core? Ponder those implications. A final island, possibly once home to the ancient kingdom, somehow able to survive at the core of the Earth, shielded by fire and brimstone, a realm beneath even the ocean floor, and home to an ocean unlike any we've seen yet, a sea of fire and magma. But let's get back to reality. The 4 points probably connect to a location that can be drawn on a relatively flat naval map. Sure, you have to account for potential sky or undersea islands, but we've been there, and we've been there. When there's a will of D, there's a way. The irony of all of this is that Luffy would never exploit this loophole in a million years. One Piece is about the journey, and when blatantly offered to be told the location of Laugh-Tale, Luffy told Rayleigh to fuck off. We'll never see this loophole exploited, so this theory was probably all for nothing. Or was it?